Hi, my name is Bob Wilson from www.autoenglish.org, where people learn English for free. This English video lesson prepares you for part 2 of the First Certificate Speaking Exam.
We will cover what you have to do in part 2 of the speaking exam, practice the 4 skills the examiners are looking for, and learn key phrases. Finally, we will hear example answers, and then we will have an opportunity to practice ourselves. In the First Certificate Speaking Exam, there are 2 examiners and 2 candidates. Only one examiner speaks. In part 2 of the exam, you have to speak for 1 minute about 2 photographs and answer the question written at the top of the photographs. You will also be asked to comment on the photographs of the other candidate, but for only 20 seconds. The examiners are testing you on 4 speaking skills. 1. Your ability to describe photos. 2. Your ability to compare photos. 3. Your ability to contrast photos. And 4. Your ability to answer the question, which is the same as expressing your opinions. We see that we can divide up our 1 minute into 15-second sections. Later, when we practice, use a stopwatch to time yourself. This will help you get a high score and make the task very easy for you. Okay, just listen and repeat the key phrases. At the top. At the top. At the bottom. At the bottom. On the left side. On the left side. On the right side. On the right side. In the middle of the picture. In the middle of the picture. In the background we can see. In the background we can see. In the foreground there is. In the foreground there is. Comparing. Both pictures are about being a parent. Both pictures are about being a parent. I think the common theme here is communication. I think the common theme here is communication. Contrasting. In contrast, the people in the second picture look stressed. In contrast, the people in the second picture look stressed. On the other hand, this scene looks more modern. On the other hand, this scene looks more modern. Giving your opinion. She might be a busy working mother. She might be a busy working mother. Maybe the reason they look so serious is because Maybe the reason they look so serious is because perhaps they're celebrating something. Perhaps they're celebrating something. For gaining time. Let me see. Let me see. What I meant to say was I take that back. I take that back. Right. Here are your photographs. They show people using public transport. I'd like you to compare the photographs and say why you think these people are using public transport. Let me see. Well, in the first picture, in the foreground, I can see a man who looks like a tourist, and maybe he's on a tram. In the second picture, the people look like commuters. They look like they're going to work or maybe coming home from work. Obviously, the common theme is public transport. In the second picture, it looks like rush hour. On the other hand, in the first picture, it could be a more relaxed time of day. There's an old guy sitting down, and in the background there are people looking quite relaxed. So, to answer the question, I think in the second picture people are using public transport to get to work or to get home after work, and maybe in the second picture it's in the middle of the day and there are tourists and there's people generally and retired people. Personally, I'd rather be in the first photograph. In the second photograph, it looks like an underground, so you can't see anything. But in the first picture, you can at least see the city by looking out the windows. It could be a tram, I think. And that's about it, really. Right, thank you very much. Well, let me see. In the first photograph, the people are sitting under a tree. It looks like they're having an interesting conversation. And in the second graph, everybody's on the beach, not doing very much. Okay. Both photos are in the summer, obviously, and it's the weather's fantastic. On the other hand, people are. What I mean is, in the first picture, people are talking to each other, but on the other hand, in the second picture, people probably aren't talking to each other very much. They're just kind of sleeping. But I guess everyone's enjoying themselves. Personally speaking, I would far rather be in the first photograph under a nice tree than doing nothing on the beach. What else can I say? Well, that's about it, really. Now it's your turn. read the question, look at the photos, and pause the video.
And now we've reached the end of this English video lesson. For more practice, you can go to my website www.autoenglish.org, where I have a gallery of images. Also, you can print out the key phrases from there and download MP3s of key phrases and of example descriptions. Well, thank you for watching, and it's goodbye from me, Bob Wilson.